Do you guys know each other's body count?
Nah.
Would you be willing to admit it right now?
Okay.
6.
6, okay.
Probably like 12.
12, okay.
But like I said, bro, I ain't covered yet.
You ain't couple yet?
Nah.
How long have y'all been a couple?
Like 8, 7 months.
That's why you walking on.
Got him.
Number one rule, and I want you guys to pay attention to this now. You never discuss body counts with women. Never. You never ask her it. You never bring it up on a date. You never bring it up, period. You want to know why? Because you will never know. They are the masters of it. If she says 12, you always triple whatever number she gave you.
Nigga, what?
Welcome back to the Anthony Spade channel. Before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button, that subscribe button, and that notifications button so you can get the videos as soon as I put them out. If you're looking for the music to the intro and you want the link to the second channel, both are below in the description. But can you do me a favor? Hit that notifications button right now and share this video. All right, guys, I got about 4 videos for you today. The first girl right here is going to be speaking facts, telling women you do not tell a man what to do in the relationship if you have nothing to bring to the table. And this is one that I think a lot of women should watch. Next video is going to be Sneeko and Myron breaking down to a woman why women cannot go tit for tat for men. What do I mean? If a man sleeps with 13 women, a woman can't brag about sleeping with 13 men, and they're going to break down why. Next video is going to be a guy out on a date with his girlfriend, and she's there flirting with another guy. This is going to be one of them ones that you guys want to pay attention to and watch, because a lot of you who are desperate end up in these situations. And then we have Andrew Tate that's going to be getting some harsh advice to short men. So if you are a short guy, I want you to stick around and watch this video. Now, before we get started, for every video here, if you're opinionated about the video, go ahead and get in the comments and let me know what you thought about this video as well as the videos that you are about to see. But first, let's get to the girl where she describes that she has a message for women telling men to pay the bills.
And to pick a bill when you don't. Payment is not for everyone. You don't get to tell a man to pick a bill when you don't bring nothing to the table. You don't get to tell a man to pick a bill when all you do is sleep and do your makeup and shower 4 times a week. You don't get to pick a bill when you don't go to the gym. You don't get to tell a man to pick a bill when you aren't top notch. And to be top notch is not birth-given looks. It's applied effort. To be top notch means you get your stuff up and you work and you get your own bag first. To tell a man to pick a bill is like, hey, I got this shit under control over here. Everything on my end is good. So if you want to come eat where it's good, if you want to come be where it's good, you got to pick a bill. You don't get to tell a man to pick a bill if you're a broke woman.
She's absolutely right, but you have to understand, a woman's confidence is only for the guy who's giving her the confidence. What do I mean? If you're sitting up telling a woman she's pretty, she's this, she got it going on, she's everything in the world, and you're telling her how great she is, then you're placing her on a pedestal, and she's going to start to treat you like a fan, regardless of what's in her bank account. That's how a woman sees it. A woman don't see the difference. A woman says, although I'm broke and I have nothing, I have all of these guys that are treating me like a queen, so I guess I can do a process of elimination. When they're doing process of elimination, it's going to boil down to the guy that does the most while she does the less. That's the goal of women in relationships. Get the most out of the relationship without doing anything.
If you're a lazy woman, if your mentality is trash, you can't hold a conversation because you don't read books. I'm going to say it in every video. You ain't ever read a book. You don't get to tell a man to pick a bill when your wallet is flat. You need to pick a bill yourself first.
What you have to understand is we do have a world full of bad chicks that are trying to command men to do things. But at the same time, you have to understand she is talking about low vibrating women. Majority of what we talk about in this space is low vibrating women, because a lot of guys who do not have game gravitate towards the low value women because the low value women only act like a celebrity around them. These low value women can't get close to me, so I don't go through these situations.
Pick a bill is for women who got their shit together and they don't want no man wasting their time. Me. Don't come over here thinking that you can come enjoy the fruits of my labor and not pick a bill. Pick a bill is for the bill payers who do not want somebody to come leech. Not for the broke women who don't have nothing but a peach.
Because you are a king.
I agree with what she's saying, but at the end of the day, that's girlfriend and boyfriend talk. In my opinion, if you don't plan on getting married, it ain't no such thing as pick a bill. If she working 70 hours a week and you working 70 hours a week, I'm sorry to tell you, but that's not a relationship you want to get in. If you know that you hope and make enough money to take care of two people and you want to start a family, you need to find a woman who's going to be submissive, who's willing to take less to sit at home and take care of your kids. For all the boss chicks out there and all the boss dudes out there, just keep your relationship on a fling status. Keep it flingish. Take the romance out, take the love out, just keep it as a fling. That way nobody has to worry about bills. Everybody starts worrying about bills because women are always what? They're always in survival mode, which is why they're always practicing hypergamy. And men are always thinking about sleeping with women, which is why it always boils down to the looks. In order for you to understand relationships, you got to sit back and pay attention to the human's natural attraction to each other. Next video is going to be Myron and Sneeko explaining to a woman why you cannot brag about your body count the same as a man.
I told you it already.
You already said it. 300 something.
Yeah.
Okay, so mine's not that high, so what's the
It's not the same thing. You can't shame him for fucking bull.
He just shamed me.
It's
No, that's
different.
it. Oh, that's
You don't have
different.
to-
So he can
Oh my
shame me,
God.
but I can't do it back. That's crazy.
You don't see
Makes no
feminist
sense.
brainwashing has really got, and the other girls on the panel know. For him to be able to 300 girls, you think it's the same thing as you? You walk outside right now. If you spread your legs open, you can get pussy. You can get dick right now if you go in the hallway and open up your legs. For Myron to get 300 bitches, you got to be funny, interesting, rich, all these things. You can't shame him for his body count. You can't compare women logic to us.
He is absolutely right. That's one of the biggest problems that we are having in the world. I'm sorry, women, you can't brag about doing the same thing as a man. Oh, he slept with this many, I can sleep with this many, so what? No, you have it easy. You don't have to do anything to get a man to sleep with you. A man has to work hard in order for a woman to sleep with him. He has to do a lot more in order to have that many women. But when it comes to a woman, you guys already have thousands of men that are lined up to be with you regardless of what you look like that day. Only society and the brainwashing has told you that you're supposed to be equal to us. But what you're not realizing is the more equal and masculine you try to compete with us, the more you only qualify for weaker men. All these bad chicks, you're going to end up with a weak girl, with a weak man. All of these strippers and all these girls claiming they're bad, you end up with mentally ill men. None of you get the top level shelf guy. You don't get the top of the line guy. The same guys that you look at as tricks is going to be the same guys you marry, because when you come down up off your high horse, they're going to be the only ones standing around. Real men are going to be laughing at you, and that's just real talk. Next video, we have a guy going out on a date, and let's just play it.
Your girl's not into you, so she's hitting on someone else, but you're making it so she knows.
Okay, what we have here is we have a girl commutating, and she said this is not a couple, but they have significant others, but they're just here cuddled up. What you have here is you have the guy right here with the black and white shirt with his hand on her shoulders, and then you have the guy that they're next to. She's keeping a conversation with the guy that they're next to. It's because 9 times out of 10, this is really the type of guy that she wanted. And the guy that's right here caressing her shoulder is just the desperate beta male who decided and was available to be on the date. You have to understand, guys, when you show a woman that you like her the most and you only think about her, she thinks you're mentally ill and she automatically loses respect for you. Like, you notice this guy is sitting there rubbing on his shoulder, trying to show the guy like, hey, this is my woman. You shouldn't be talking to her. But what he's not realizing is when a man sees that the woman doesn't care about you, nor does he. See, what men have to realize is as long as you and all the hurt committee get together, you think you have a brotherhood. Outside of that brotherhood, you don't. The same guys that'll cheer for you, they're going to be the same ones that'll sleep with your woman. Why? Because men can't control their desires. Once a woman shows you that I really don't care about being with the man I'm with, every man out there is going to come for her. If you beta males go get a girl that you think is sexy and you advertise her to the rest of the world, you have to expect to get a headache from her because all the guys are going to try to get with her. That's simple.
Like you're going home with her?
He just keep rubbing her. She just keeps talking to him. You guys have been in this position.
With the other guy, you were giving the butt rubs and all the rubs.
See, he's trying to caress her.
He's trying so hard.
He's really trying to get her to stop. And she's not. You know why? Because he can't hold conversation. All he could do is just sit there and hold her. And she was probably bored throughout the entire date.
This poor guy is so uncomfortable.
Yes, he's uncomfortable. A lot of you guys have been uncomfortable on dates where you knew that the chemistry wasn't there. And at some point of the date, she showed you like, I really don't care. And she starts to make you mad because she's not showing the interest back. What you have to realize is women will go out with you because they're bored for the night. Women would date you, they would marry you and not even love you. Why? Because it's part of a theme. It's part of a storyline. Women live in segments. They live in storylines and everything has a theme to it. One minute she could be angry and sad. She wants you to be next to her and she'll be telling you the simplest thing in the world that she's depressed about, but you're supposed to treat it like it's a death in the family, right? And then later on that afternoon, she'll be all hyper and want to go out and do things. What men have to realize is that when you're dating one girl, you're actually dating three. The best way to keep all of their attention is to not give them that much attention. Next video, we have Andrew Tate breaking down some advice for short men. And I suggest all the short guys pay attention to this.
Tristan's it's a wrong way to view the world. Every man understands you shouldn't be complaining about things you cannot change. You have to play the cards you're dealt. I can't be a cowboy. Justin's a cowboy. I can't be an Australian. Sterling's an Australian. I can't be a dickhead. Tristan's a dickhead. You have to accept your role and you have to play it. To be born a certain height and then to sit there and go, what do I do? I'll tell you what you do. You become the best version of yourself, just like everyone else does. Let's say we were all blessed with height at this table. We still had to become the best version of ourselves. If I was only 6'3" and didn't achieve any of the other things I've achieved, none of you would be watching this podcast right now. Listen.
He's absolutely right. Regardless of what you look like, regardless of what you walk like, regardless of your weight and size, you still have to become the best version of yourself in order to get noticed. You know why? The most famous and the richest people in the world are far from perfect, and most of them are short. So when it comes to life, you can sit back and you can drown in your misery, or you can get out and you can do something about it. Because whatever situation you're in, is always someone who's been in a worse situation that managed to get themselves out of it. Realize it's all mental. There's nobody waking up every day that's holding you down and telling you you can't do this with your life. It's you that's doing that. It's you that's telling yourself. I'll be seeing a lot of these young dudes, they like to say, oh, ain't nobody helping me achieve this. Ain't nobody help me get to the top. And I say to them, name one person that you've woke up in the morning and called and told them that you're supporting them on their dream. What person have you helped get to the top? What person have you helped make money? What person have you helped go to the gym? What person have you helped do anything? So why are you waiting for somebody to help you? You know why? Because you have a victim mindset. That's whole shit. This is Anthony Spade. Hopefully you guys got the message in the video. Comment, like, subscribe to both of my channels. Hasta la vista.